Hey there. My name is Crafty Kathy, and I am so happy and thankful that you stopped into my channel to spend some time and craft with me today. This week, I've been working on some French, country, upcycles, and thrift flips, and a few new techniques that I've never tried before, but we're going to explore all that tonight. We're going to have so much fun. As we work on these upcycles and thrift flips for me to sell in my booth, I hope that you find some beautiful inspiration for your home. Now let's jump into the first one. I got these two candlesticks at the thrift store. I think I paid $3 a piece for them. Now, they're not wood. They are almost like I don't know if it's not a glass. I really couldn't tell you what it's made out of, but we're going to have to put some Dixie Belle Slick Stick on it. Now, Dixie Belle Slick Stick is one of the only products from Dixie Belle that I really do like, and I rate it highly. It is for surfaces that are hard to paint, such as glass, metal, stuff that the paint don't normally want to stick to. It's basically like a primer. You're going to put it on whatever you're going to paint before you put your paint on, and it's going to help your paint to have something to grab onto. Now, I must say, it's not that I hate Dixie Belle products, it's just that I am a DIY paint girl through and through. You only have to do one coat of the slick stick, and then I chose the white color by Waverly, and I gave these candlesticks 2 good full coats all over. I went ahead and let the paint dry, and they look really beautiful, and now they're ready for the next step. I pulled out my IOD transfers, and this is what I have left of the Painterly Florals. It's beautiful. It's got these big sunflowers and these beautiful peonies. Okay, guys, I said it right. I didn't say peony. I said peony. I'm trying. And I only have 3 of the flowers left and a couple of the little stems, but I have several of the lavender. I'm also going to use the traditional pots. Now, this is another transfer, and it was kind of designed to go on like flower pots and that type thing, but I didn't want the pictures out of it. I just wanted the words so that it would go along with those beautiful peonies. I just feel so weird when I say it that way. It's just in Tennessee, we always say peony. So anywho, I went through and I picked what I wanted out of these, and we're going to put these beautiful transfers on. I didn't want the flowers to be right in the center. I wanted them to be kind of off center. So I just pulled the backing off, and then you lay your transfer down and you use that special little stick that they send you, and you basically just rub it, and that transfer comes right off so easily. And then you use the little piece of plastic that it just came off of and rub it all around the top, and that's called burnishing the transfer. And basically what burnishing means is you're just kind of pushing it down and help it to stick better and get a good contact. And then I picked these beautiful stems, or the leaves that goes with the flowers, and we're going to put those kind of going sideways as if the flower was going sideways itself too. I did the exact same thing as before. You pull that white backing off and you lay your transfer down where you want it to go, and you use that special little tool that they send you to put it on where you want it at. And you don't have to do this, but I like to go over it with a very fine sandpaper, and that way it makes it look old and vintagey, and I just like the way that looks. Down at the very bottom, where that leaf goes from the bottom of the candlestick down, I kind of made a little boo-boo, and there's a little crack in my transfer. And so I wanted to use that word that says Journal des Roses. Now, don't laugh at me. I don't pretend to know French whatsoever. But that's the beauty of these transfers, is you don't have to use them all together. But I put the word roses kind of down over it. And then up on the top, I put one little piece that has writing that says something about Paris. And it's going to go right over the top. And I just think that it's beautiful, and it just looked like it belonged there. Then I'm going to move to the next candlestick. And I'm going to put the beautiful peony down on that one the exact same way I'm going to do it catty corner. Now, since I put the flower at the bottom of the candlestick on the other one, I wanted to put it at the top of the candlestick on this one, just for a little added flair so they're not going to look exactly alike. I don't like things to be matchy-matchy because I think that it just does the piece better. You know what I mean? It's like if you put it in the exact same spot, it's just going to look weird to me. But if you do it this way, it goes together in beautiful cohesion, and I love that. And I'm going to also add this beautiful little leaf right behind it, just like I did before on the other. Now this is the smaller of the two candlesticks, and instead of putting 2 flowers on the larger one, I decided to put 2 on the smaller one. In case you haven't noticed, I kind of like to go against the grain. I like to be a little different on purpose. I just think it looks better that way. So I put the first flower on the right side, and here I'm going to put it kind of on the left side, catty corner, just like I did before. Then I took the words apart that said something to the effect of plantes rares something. It means rare plants for the best that I can figure. But I thought it looked best that way with just kind of putting a little piece here and piece there. That's what I like about the IOD transfers. You can just use bits and pieces. You don't even have to use the whole thing. And it's almost like you always get this beautiful outcome for very minimal effort. And that's how I like it. Now, you don't have to use the bits and pieces like I did here. You could use it all as one whole transfer, the way that it actually came. I just thought that it would be a little bit something different, and you could see all the words because it was going to be on the front of the candlestick. And then I just ran over it with this little sanding sponge to make it look like it's a little bit older and vintagey. And I thought these candlesticks were beautiful the way that they were with the white, but I wanted to dirty them up and antique them up just a little bit. I couldn't help myself. So I poured out a little bit of my Dixie Belle Voodoo stain, and it's the Tobacco Road, which is the brown color. It kind of looks like the antique Waverly wax to me, to be honest. I don't notice any grand difference. It is a water-based product. It's really easy to just kind of brush on. I brushed it all over this candlestick. And then I just use a baby wipe to very carefully wipe it away. I wanted it to have some areas where there's a lot of the brown showing, and in some areas, very little. Just so the candlesticks look a little bit dirtied up and vintagey, and that's how I like them. And you can go over these candlesticks as many times as you want. I start off kind of small, and if I like it that way, I stop there. But if I'm not satisfied, I keep going until my eyes are happy. Now, this is how I make my little bird nest. I didn't want to just be like everybody else and stick candles on the top. So what I do is I take this Spanish moss that I get it from a tree in Florida, and I just kind of roll it around in my fingers and make almost a little hole in the middle and stick a couple pieces of the reindeer moss in there because that's kind of how a bird nest looks. Give it a little haircut if you so desire. Now let me tell you what Dollar General store did to me. You know I buy these birds every single year. I always tell y'all, grab these birds. They're $1. They're easy to paint. And voila, you got you a little bird that you can stick in your bird nest. They made these suckers a lot smaller than they've ever made them before. I wish I had one from last year so I could stick them up side by side and show you. But I sold all of them. I sell a lot of these birds actually. I painted him this green color by Dixie Belle called Juniper because I'm just trying to get rid of it. And I wanted to show y'all a good way to help your paint cans to not get stuck is before you put the top on them, take some Vaseline and rub it around the rim. And that way the paint doesn't dry and get so hard that you can't open your paint can back up. So I took the color Tobacco Road, that Voodoo stain from Dixie Belle, and I just kind of went over my little guy. And now that I'm looking at it, I really wish I would have put some white wax on him. I'll probably go back and do that. But anyways, I hope you like this. And the other bird I got at Hobby Lobby when he was 90% off.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deep.
I wanted to let you know, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love for you to hit that little red button and subscribe and become part of our family. We always have room for more, and we would love to have you. And if you would, go over to TikTok and watch my videos there. And please give me a big thumbs up, because it really helps put me out there in front of people who've never seen my videos before. Now let's go into DIY number 2. I picked this frame up from a yard sale for just $1, and it was made really well. They had staples in the back, so I couldn't get the frame apart. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to paint the whole thing, okay? I like the saying that was on it. It says, welcome and bless all who enter. But I had different plans for this beautiful frame. I like that ornate detail around it. So I used Waverly's color called Ivory, and I just painted the whole thing. I think I went over this probably about 2.5 coats. And what I mean by the half coat is I did 2 full coats and like just kind of touched up over that word welcome, because it kept kind of shining through, and I wanted to make sure I covered it up really good. We're going to try a technique that I've never tried before, but I saw somebody else do this. I can't remember the name of the lady who did it. She used this Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray Stain. Now, this is just a stain, just like the Tim Holtz, stain that's normal, but it's in a spray. And I thought it was so cool the way that she sprayed it on this paper and did it. Now, I have to admit, when I first sprayed it on my little frame here, I thought, oh, great, I've messed this up and I'm going to have to go back and repaint it. But then I just used that little wet baby wipe and just kind of started working it. I thought, you know what, I've already come this far. Let's just do it all up. Let's just do it, and let's just see what this is going to come out like. So I used this wet baby wipe, and I kind of stippled it around just to try to see if there was something, a different look that could come out of this that I might like. So basically, you can see me here just spraying, going crazy. That lady didn't use this much spray, but I thought I'm going to get it up in them cracks and crevices, because that's what I really wanted to accentuate. And then I kind of used my finger here, and then I used that baby wipe and just kept rubbing it in until I got it the way that I liked it. I really had no rhyme or reason for what I was doing, but I like to try out new products and just kind of make it my own. Even if this ain't the way that you're supposed to use it, don't tell me, because I was having a good time. And I like the way that looked when I sprayed it on the mat itself, and you could kind of see those little sprays. I like that. Now down here at the bottom, I used that brush. I just dry brushed that ivory color back over some spots so it wouldn't be so much. And then I finally got to the point to where I said, I really like the way this looks. Now I'm going to take this beautiful transfer of this bunny. I got him off of Amazon with a bunch of bunny transfers. It's in my Amazon store in case y'all want some. They're great price transfers. I think they're about $10 for probably 5 or 6 transfers. And I'm doing this transfer the exact same way I do all of my other ones. But do you know what? It took me forever to get this bunny to stick, because that spray stain is a wax. Okay, you're supposed to put your transfers down before you do wax, because the transfers have to have something to stick to. So anyways, it took me a while. I finally got him on there, and I really like the way this turned out. And here I go with the spray again. I just went crazy with that spray, y'all. But I'm just going to sit back and shut up for 2 seconds and let y'all see me finish spraying this up and seeing what I did with it. I fooled you. You know I can't shut up. What I did right here was I took that brush that had that ivory on it and put a little bit of that voodoo gel stain and kind of mixed it together and made a very light brown. And then I used that light brown on all that beautiful ornate just beauty all around that picture, and I was finally happy with it. The way that it turned out was several different colors of brown, and I liked it. Now, I got these stamps at Michael's. I've been wanting these forever, and I finally went by there this weekend and got them. They're called clickable stamps. You click them together, and it makes your word even. I was going to put the word spring on the bottom of my little picture frame here, but because it had like a divot in it, it didn't work. So I just went right back over it with a little bit of that ivory colored paint. It was just dry brushed on. And what I did instead was just take a little wooden tag that I used for my price tags. I sprayed some more of that spray on that tag and kind of wiped it down with a baby wipe and used my little clickable stamps to put the word spring on that. And we're going to place this up on the side of our little picture frame. I just took a little bit of jute twine and just kind of lapped it over the side of the picture frame, put a little bit of glue on the back so that it would hold that tag, and then I'm going to put just a small dab of glue on the side. That way my word spring is going to be kind of catty corner the way that I like it to look. I don't like things to be too perfect because that makes them perfect to me. And I hope you like this one. I'm really loving the way that spray looks behind that bunny.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. Cause I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way.
We're going right into DIY number 3. This is one of my favorite ones. I found this little plant caddy, I guess you could call it, at Goodwill this weekend for $3.99. And it's beautiful the way it is. It really doesn't need anything. Look how pretty. It's got lavender, some boxwood, and then some other kind of little plant in there. But I had to just juice it up a little bit and do a little upcycle on it to make it my own. And I am keeping this piece. I'm not going to sell it. Now, with the basket, I like the way it was. I didn't want to do anything at all to that basket. But what I'm going to do is take these little plants, and I had that color ivory, what was left on a brush, and I literally just dry brushed over the burlap on each of my little plants. And I love the little plants. They're in good condition. But to me, they don't really go together. They're like 3 totally different ones. So I wanted to make them a little bit more cohesive and go together. I used this ephemeral melange, and it is from IOD. It is some beautiful like seed packets and stuff like that. And there are some smaller transfers in the back. So I cut off 3 of the transfers that I wanted to use to go on my little burlap bag. My favorite one had a lot of purple on it, and it had lavender on it, and it said violettes. And then the other one said something about spring flowers, and then the other one was something similar. So I just thought they all went good together. And I'm going to put these transfers on just like I do any other transfer. You just lay it down. And I like to use my fingernails sometimes. I think it's easier. And to be honest with you, these IOD transfers go down so easy on fabric, especially like burlap or drop cloth. They just stick right to it. It's like they know their job, and it's amazing. So here's what they all look like when I got them put together. And what I decided to do was take one of these lavender picks from Walmart. I don't need a whole bunch. I just cut one little sprig off, and I think it had like 3 or 4 different little sprigs on it. And I'm just going to add this lavender throughout all 3 pieces so it kind of ties them in together, and it makes it look like it's meant to be. All I did was go through and add like one little sprig, literally one sprig in each of these little containers, and just kind of spread it out and kind of mix it up. That way it looks like it came that way and it was made that way. Then I took a little bit of that green moss, and I got my green moss at Hobby Lobby because for some reason, I told y'all, every time I get it from Dollar Tree, it stunk so bad. And somebody said it might be mold where it got wet, which it kind of did smell like that. So anywho, all I did was just put literally a couple little pinches kind of in the front and on the sides to make it look like it was filled with the green moss. And then I cleaned up that area because that stuff makes a mess, y'all. Now I'm going to take this piece of 240 grit sandpaper, and see Roxy's already got a hold of it and chewed it up a little bit. But all we need to do is just kind of rub it very lightly over the front of the transfers to make them look old and vintagey like I like. And you guys know that I love my birds, and one of my sweet subscribers, Miss Kathy, sent me a whole bunch of Charlie Brown stuff that belonged to her dad, and some lace, and just a gorgeous little package. And in that package was this little bird. Now, this little bird can hook on to anything, and he was perfect to set up on the side of my little pieces of lavender. But I needed to change his color. So what I did was just take some of that white Waverly chalk paint and just paint him. And I absolutely love his tail. It's like that LED little lights that you buy and they flare out. I can't think of the name of it right now, but he's just got a cool tail. Let's just say that. And then I used that paintbrush that I had that color juniper on it, and I just kind of dabbed it on the bird so that he would be white and green. But now that I look at it, he needs some white wax too. And I hope you guys like this one. Thank you, Miss Kathy.
Tick-tock, the clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking.
This last DIY is probably my favorite one, to be honest. Now, out of all the books that I've been reading, French Country is going to be the it thing this year. And there's nothing more French country than a chicken. This guy's been sitting up in my bedroom for a while, and it's time to do an upcycle on him. I took him outside first, and I spray painted him all black, and I think he's actually very handsome black like this. But I had a plan, and this is what I did with him. After that, I used that color ivory that I had because I didn't want to go white with him. I wanted it to be like an off-white. And I just went all over him with 2 coats of this color called ivory. And I absolutely love all the little divots in this chicken. He is gorgeous, y'all. I hope it's okay with you guys that I've been doing these upcycles and thrift flips. I just had to take a little break from all the Dollar Tree type, stuff that I've been doing lately. There's only so much you can do before you kind of start getting bored with it. And I really miss my thrift flips. That's my favorite thing to do because you can find something at the Goodwill and turn it into something that it was never even meant to be and make it your own and reuse it. And that's why I love the thrift flips so much. And I hope you guys are enjoying them too. After he had completely dried, I took that Dixie Belle Voodoo gel stain in the color Tobacco Road and I added some water to it. And I'm just going to use a regular old chippy brush, and it made the most beautiful light brown color. And I'm going to go all over this chicken so I can make sure that it gets down in those divots because that's what I want to accentuate with him. And I'm going to just wipe it off with just a regular paper towel. Not a baby wipe, but just a little paper towel because I don't want to wipe off too much of it. Now, I went over all this chicken and all those little divots and indentions in his little booty just popped, and they were so beautiful. And just like every time when I use a gel or a stain, I always start off lightly. And if I want to add more, I add more. If I want to take away, I take away. And that's all I had to do to this guy. And I hope you like him too. And y'all are going to get a kick out of this song. It sounds like me and my husband's theme song.
She thinks I'm a little lazy. I think she's a little crazy. We like summer and we like spring, watching wrestling in the ring. She ain't shy, she speaks her mind, tough as nails and smooth as wine. We burn hot as kerosene, baby, we got our own thing. She ain't skinny and I ain't tall, and that don't bother us at all. I run naked through the yard, she'd flash every police car, drinking wine and getting tired, shooting out the damn street lights. How does she put up with me? Oh, baby, we got our own thing. We got our own thing. We don't need no rain. We ain't rich, but son of a, we're a hillbilly king and queen. Life don't seem so hard with you beneath the stars, 'cause we're growing 4-leaf clovers in the yard.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you soon with some more thrift flips, upcycles, crafts, and DIYs. I love you.
Put down little.
Hey guys, it's me. It's Kathy and my grandson. What's your name? Kason. And I wanted to brag on Mr. Kason for just a minute because he made me the most precious birthday card. Tomorrow, February 22nd, is my birthday. I'm going to be 46 years old. And Kason, how old did you say Gran was when I first asked you? No. Well, you know I'm going to be 46, but when I said, how old do I look, what did you say?
60.
60. He said I look like I'm 60. But I'm just going to say, age is just a number. Just like weight is just a number. It does not matter, okay? I am happy. It's just another crown in my head and just another year of knowledge. So here's to another year of me being with you guys that I love so much, my subscribers. You know, you might think that I bring you something by sharing this content with you, but when I read y'all's comments and I'm having a bad day, it brings me so much more. It's like a give and take. It's a family relationship, and I love that our channel is like that. And I thank you guys for that. Thank y'all, and we just keep growing stronger, and we're getting many more subscribers, and I love y'all, and don't forget to share the word and send them our way. I love you guys. Hey guys, I had a company reach out to me a week or so ago, and it's called trytreats.com. And what they do, it's like a subscription service. Every month you get some of the most favorite treats of a different country. Like, let's say if it was treats from the United States, your box might have Whoppers, potato chips, like some of the things that we like, you know, Snickers, Reese Peanut Butter Cup. I could go on and on. And every month it is a different country. So they said, we're going to send you some and you try it. Tell your subscribers what you think. Now I'm going to be honest, okay? I haven't tried these yet. I thought it would be kind of funny to try it, you know, with us like we're doing this together. Because my box is from Taiwan. Now, a large lover like myself could not picture that there would be some good old chocolate, good old yummy, slathered in, you know what I'm saying, kind of goodness. Because I know that they like a lot of savory foods in their sweets, or even their sweets. You know what I'm saying? Like savory, what I mean by that is salty. I don't know why I said savory. But anywho, this is what the box says. Oh, and Roxy wanted to join. She had to. And she hasn't had her bath this week, so just ignore the grease ball that she is right now. And Kaysen's getting his hair cut today, so we've got all kinds of hair stuff going on today. So this is what our little tag says from Taiwan. It says, in this month's box, you will find a selection of Taiwan's finest treats. Within these treats, you will find a mix of sweet and savory snacks, ranging from savory treats like won't, Shelly, Sinbi, and I probably just totally butchered that, to unique and classic sweet treats like Sochima, a flour cake with a satisfyingly chewy texture and a light sweet taste. And another traditional treat that you will find is the Hall, H-A-W. You know I've got a strong country accent. Hall, H-A-W, Hall flake, which is made from the Hall plant and has antioxidant properties. Now, Taiwan is an example of how diverse a culture's taste can be. A fact you will experience if you try these treats. Enjoy. So let's get on it. All right. We've got Teriyaki Chili Sanbei by Won't. And I'm just assuming that Won't is the name of the thing, just like we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'm assuming this is called Won't Shelly Sanbai. Okay, the first thing we're going to try is this. Hold on. These are some chips. They're potato twist, and it's called Lonely God. Strange. And it's called rose salt flavor.
Wow.
What?
I know who this is.
I'm going to let Kaysen try these and see what he thinks about it. Try this, Kaysen. It's a potato chip. He has a darn Cheez-It in his mouth as of right now.
This is Rainbow Dash.
Yes, it does have something with Rainbow Dash on it, which is really cool because we're My Little Pony fans. My 14-year-old daughter is. What does that taste like? Yay or nay? Is it good or not? Let me try it, and I'll tell you what I think, and I'm going to be honest. Potato twist, and it's got a rose salt flavor, or whatever in the heck that is. It's a pretty color. I might need to try another one. Okay.
That was like this.
Not bad. It tastes like a salted chip, just a plain chip, salted chip. And it's got this almost, not weird, I want to say weird, but it's not weird. To them it'd be perfectly normal because it's one of their top snacks.
Well, guys, now we're doing this.
But it's like a powdery type substance on the top. And it's a pretty pink color. I hope everything else is this decent. Because if I pull out like some kind of like fried bugs or something, we're done. We're done. Even though I live in the South and there ain't no telling how many ladybugs I probably accidentally swallowed in my life, but that was accidentally.
No, I got this.
Hold on. Aubrey wants to be the one to open that one because it's got My Little Pony. Okay. This is that, and it says, I don't know. Like, there's nothing on there that tells me what that is, so I don't know. Okay, come here, Roxy. You're not the snack of the day, even though you think you are.
Look at that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. On here it tells us what this thing is. This is a.
Oh.
Say,
My bad.
excuse me.
Excuse me.
This is a nutrition biscuit by Sing Foods. Nutrition biscuits are scrumptious, nutritional, and a winning biscuit.
And I don't know
Which
what
generations of Taiwanese grew up eating. A classic treat in Taiwan.
There's two guys.
So
I don't
it's
know
just
what
like a
these are.
light biscuit.
I don't know what these
Wow.
are. I never know what these are, guys. Never know.
Wow. It tastes like flattened popcorn
Flattened popcorn?
with sugar on it. It's
Sugar?
not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. But it kind of tastes like sugary popcorn. And Kason has decided to open up our jelly cup already. He accidentally just like went everywhere. I know what these taste like because, you know, some of you guys know I lived in Mexico for 2 years. And there is a Mexican store here in Chattanooga where we go and get some of my favorite snacks that I got addicted to while I was there. And one of those snacks is these little jelly thingies. And they became really popular over the last few years with like teenagers, especially the ones that are shaped like fruit. That's the kind that I get. This one is a, okay, Roxy, I know y'all love her, but I've got to put her down. She's driving me crazy. And I'm 46 tomorrow, so I can't read. Okay, this is Bahan. Okay, whatever that means. It's got different fruit on it. Strawberry, orange. So I'm assuming that this one may be...
Guys, I'm tasting this one.
Hold on. I'm assuming that this one may be different... that it might be different flavor. Different flavors. It has no flavor. It's just like jelly. Taste this one. Maybe it has more flavor, but I didn't want to eat a whole bunch of it because I want to save it for him. Yours is good? His has different... Ooh, his is good. His has different fruit on it. It's got a lot of green. And it does taste like a lime. So I'm assuming this one's probably lime and this one's probably lemon.
Yeah, this one is probably one.
Okay. And as I like ate a little bit more of this, I do taste it. It does taste like lemon and lime. And they're really good, don't get me wrong. Those are
Mine tastes
good.
like lemon one too.
Oh, good, Kason. Now this one is a... Okay, this was the nutrition biscuit. This
Those
was the
were
biscuit.
good.
I don't know what this thing was because I cannot...
Guys, these were good. Very good.
These are the nutrition biscuits that I'm eating here. Okay, this was the teriyaki Shelly
We also
Sunday.
have
What?
this.
It didn't taste like teriyaki, so I think I've got it wrong. I'm not really sure. This is just like an old hillbilly trying to figure out Taiwanese snacks. Shh, hush. These are the biscuits. Okay, try the biscuit, Kason. Here. That tasted exactly like I thought it would taste. Just put it, wipe it. Here's a napkin, dude. These tasted exactly like I thought they would taste. Like there's a biscuit like this in Mexico. It really doesn't have much flavor. It almost tastes like a cracker Nilla wafer had a baby. Like a cracker and a Nilla wafer had a baby. And I love these. I like them with coffee. I know in Mexico that's what we used to eat a lot in the mornings. It's just like not an overpowering or anything. Now this thing, somebody has snuck into it and opened it. And it says Jacobina. And it is, y'all, getting 46 is real. Jacobina, I don't see it on here anywhere. Don't see it.
This is good, guys.
I'm thinking, let me see the front of that again. Oh, they sent, that's on a different piece of paper. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible host about this. It's just, okay, get down off the thing. Jacobina biscuits. They like their biscuits, okay? It's a brand of Nosita Bakery found in Nosita, where they set up a small bakery after World War II and produced delicious, crispy, and light biscuits. Fun fact, best enjoyed with milk or coffee. And these are very thin, like crispy, no flavor. So far, from a 1 to 10, these really aren't bad. I don't have much flavor, but I can't stop eating them. But so far, the Taiwanese get
In our pot.
a 5 out of 10.
Her.
I haven't found anything
It's
yet
a
that I'm like,
grill.
whoa.
It's her.
You know.
Let's try these.
This is a bubble tea milk mochi.
This is a bubble
You know how
tea
the mochi are, those are really popular the last few years. It's the texture
Help
that's
me,
I'm not
please.
crazy about.
Friend, help.
Hold on. Just try this one. It's the same thing. It doesn't taste bad, but I'm not crazy about the texture. You like that?
Yeah. Does that taste bad?
The stuff that's in Fig Newtons is in that. That. Moving on.
Moving on.
This is Hall Flakes. Made in China, but it's a Taiwanese. Okay. Now, this one is the one that said it had antioxidant properties. Sign me up. I need a snack that has something that's good for me in it. Because I do
wanna
like
eat
my
one.
Cheez-Its.
I wanna
That's my
taste-
favorite snack is a Cheez-It, by the way.
It looks like poo-poo.
Hush, eat that. Yum.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. Not a fan. It's like sweet, but the texture is like, is what does it. It's a lot of times for me, I'm a texture person. I can't eat shrimp. I can't eat like oysters or, I don't like any kind of seafood because of the smell. But the texture gets me every time. I want to see what this is. It says konjac shuang, and it is hot and spicy. I don't like anything hot and spicy, even though I stayed in Mexico.
either.
This looks like octopus tentacles. Look at this, y'all. I don't know what this is. I don't know. That would be the only setback for me wanting to try international snacks, is because if I don't know what it is, I'm scared to put it in my mouth. Okay, this is a snack made from a konjac plant, which I don't know what that is.
Guys?
Also known as konjaku potato. Chewy texture, yum yum, good to eat on its own or with other food. I promise y'all this looks just like an octopus tentacle, but they said that it's some form of a potato.
Potato.
How do you open these? This is hot and spicy. I don't think you need to try this, Kason.
I don't like spicy and hot.
I don't either.
Either.
This will pass as this is not a potato, y'all.
It's an octopus.
Nope. Nope. No. All I got from that was the spice. Woo! And I didn't even put like a teeniest bite in my mouth. It's sachima. It is a flour cake snack popularly enjoyed in East Asia. Chewy in texture and sweet in taste, sachima is a great example of a traditional Asian snack.
Oh!
smell like
Poo-poo.
just like, and it tastes like a flower.
Tastes like a flower.
Ooh. I don't know what that is. Like, ain't they got no Snickers or something like that? This is going, I'm sorry. I don't want to be ugly because those guys were nice enough to send this to me, but I'm just saying some of their other stuff is probably great, but Taiwan is not the snack for me, y'all. This one is a, this. Well, why didn't they send me a box from Mexico? I could have ate all that and been like, yeah, and I would have known exactly what it was. The only thing that I don't like from Mexico is Jamaica. That's it. That's it. Everything else I like. Now, the only snack that I have left are these. They appear to be a strawberry biscuit of some sort. They like their biscuits. And this has Rainbow Dash on it, but I promised my daughter I would let her try it. But I'm a liar. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to give them to her because they got Rainbow Dash on them. I'm not trying that bean curd, y'all. I can't do that. That smell.
Try that Rainbow Dash.
That smell is going to stay with me
Does it smell like poo-poo?
for the rest of my life, I think. I'm very happy that they sent me out this stuff to try. I think it's cool. But I hope they don't think that I'm just dogging their stuff. It's just the fact that I'm not used to it. It's just like when I first went to Mexico and I tried certain foods, I was like, ooh. And then there's some things that I tried that I'm like, oh dear. Like their aguas de limon or aguas de melon. And I love that. That's like a watery, sweet,
it tastes
mixed
like
with watermelon.
Flour and dog. It tastes like flour and dog.
This one has a faint strawberry.
Flour and dog.
It's got the texture of like, almost like a sweet tart.
Do y'all have anything for this today?
So there you have it, guys. I hope y'all got a kick out of that. I'm going to go brush my teeth. And I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon. And I'm going to leave the link in case y'all want to try these guys out. It's trytreats.com. Since I already got the Taiwan box, you won't be getting the Taiwan box with the stuff that smells like pickled feet. Yeah. So anyways, I love y'all, and I hope you have a blessed week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.